No, wait. Because Matt and Abby are being canceled again, and this time it's for their parenting choices. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of So the Drama with Sawyer James. If you are new here, please subscribe. It really does help me out, and I really appreciate you when you do it. Today we're talking about popular yet controversial TikTok couple Matt and Abby, as over the past week, these two have been in the hot seat for their poor parenting choices while on vacation. This popular TikTok couple amassed a following of over 16.5 million followers over the course of their social media career, and honestly, you can't make it to the top without getting into a little drama. This couple allegedly rage baits their viewers with controversial topics because they know it gets them views. Earlier this year, the couple made a video about not celebrating Father's Day because it fell on or was way too close to Matt's actual birthday, and he feels that he's gypped every year when the two are celebrated together. Matt has been in hot water as well, quite a few times, for his demeaning comments towards his wife on their podcast Unplanned, and for simply being an asshole. Like, honestly, if you were to Google Matt Howard online, he is literally labeled as the internet's most hated husband. Here are some videos of him talking about canceling Father's Day because it's too close to his birthday, and he feels like he should be celebrated separately for both.
We've decided as a family that we are not celebrating Father's Day this year.
Father's Day, it's always in June, and it's like
Last
always
year
around.
was June 18th, which is Matt's birthday, so
Yes.
he had Father's Day and his birthday on the same day. And
So sad.
I will say I did kind of combine the holidays.
You did combine the two of them. It's okay though. I mean, you were pregnant, you were uncomfortable, you were
We
close.
just gotten back from our baby moon that day. I got you a cake from DQ.
I guess we had
and
just
had
gotten
our
home.
family over and grilled.
Well, I grilled, but I know a lot of dads grill on their birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had Father's
And I
Day.
grew your child.
You did grow my child.
All day, every day.
But like Father's Day and my birthday were the same exact day.
Yeah,
and it kind of was a bummer.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I failed you. I'm
Hey,
so sorry.
but you know what? This year, we're boycotting Father's Day for the month of June and celebrating it 3 months after my birthday.
And here's another controversial video of theirs where Matt talks about how post-pregnancy, it doesn't feel the same down there.
Does it feel different down there after birth?
Yeah, actually. I feel like it goes back, but it doesn't go back to exactly how it was
We
before.
talked about this the other day, and I was kind of surprised to hear you say that because you never told me until I asked you.
I always heard, oh, it goes back to normal, but it doesn't go back to exactly the way it was before.
So, maybe I shouldn't go into too much detail.
We can say whatever.
You still like it after?
I still like it, of course.
You like it as much?
I would say so.
That doesn't sound very...
I think I like it pretty good.
I'm sorry, but if my husband ever didn't hype up my cupcake post-birthing one of his D1 athlete children, he would be in the doghouse forever. Like, it would be over because, excuse you, like, are you joking? But that's not why we're here today. This past week, Matt and Abby went on a cruise with her family to celebrate their parents' anniversary, and they actually left their children in the stateroom alone and watched them via FaceTime. Y'all heard that right. They watch their kids via FaceTime. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever been on a cruise before, but generally your room and the dining room are not even on the same floor. Like, when we went on our cruise, we stayed in a smaller stateroom, which was on deck 4, and the dining hall was on deck 9. So that's literally 5 floors away. They didn't have a balcony or a view from what I saw from Matt's room tour, so they're most likely on the lower level of the ship, which means the dining hall had to be closer to the middle or the top of the ship. Throughout this trip, Abby was actively posting on Instagram about what a terrible time they were having, that the boys didn't seem too interested in it or they weren't having fun. They tried using an onboard daycare system for like the first 5 days, and ultimately it did not work for them. So they did need to check the boys out the night of the dinner, put them to bed, and then they rescheduled their huge family dinner for after the boys' bedtime. Now, this is the part that gets fuzzy because Abby makes this post online and it's very clear. She says that they switched their dinner reservations to after the boys' bedtime and was able to FaceTime their monitors since the monitors only work on board if you're about 10 feet away from the receiver. And this worked out so much better for them. Now, you're reading that correctly. She FaceTimed the monitor so that she could go to dinner with her family. Now, I was on Reddit, and someone did mention that right before she had posted this story, she posted a selfie of her and all of her family together at dinner, and it did show that majority of their family, if not all of the family, was at that dinner. And that's going to come in handy in just a moment when we go over their quote unquote apology video. This is what caused the internet to go into a frenzy, because why in the actual hell are you leaving your children unattended on a cruise ship? So many people have access to that room. You have turn down service that comes in, cleaners, maintenance, literally so many people can just get in there. Not only that, but they're famous and they were also recognized on board. So what if one of those people had ill intents, right? Now, days after this dropped, huge news media picked up the story and were reporting on it, which prompted them to come out with this apology video. Now, I put that in quotes because they weren't apologizing for their actions, but explaining why we got it wrong.
Hey everybody, we usually would not be making a video like this, but there is information circulating about us that is completely untrue. So we just wanted to set the record straight, clear the air, because we take our role as parents extremely seriously. And we love our children more than anything in the entire world. And we're very protective of our kids. So we just got back from a 7-night cruise with Abby's extended family. And this was everyone from Abby's grandma, our children's great grandma, to our 1 and 2-year-old. And so where this whole controversy started, I guess, is a few days ago, Abby posted on her Instagram story that we were at dinner FaceTiming the baby monitors while our children were asleep in their staterooms. And people started to speculate and believe that we had left our children alone in their staterooms. And that is just completely untrue, because we had someone with our children at all times on this boat, period.
I can see where my story did lead to misunderstanding, which is why I ended up deleting it several hours after posting it, is because I could see that it was causing concern and misunderstanding. And I do want to say thank you so much to those of you that were concerned about the safety and well-being of our children. As their parents, that is our first and foremost main concern. But to know that other people share those same concerns for our precious boys, it really means a lot. So thank you. But I do want to clarify that we have not, would not, will not ever leave our children unattended. We would never ever want to put them in harm's way in any way. I do want to clear up the baby monitor situation. Our children sleep in these blackout tents every single night, whether or not we're traveling or if we're just home. And a feature of these tents is they have a spot for a sound machine and a spot for a monitor. And even if we are sleeping in the exact same room as our boys, we always turn their monitor on so we can watch and see what's happening inside the tent.
Their excuse in this video is that because they use blackout pop-up tents for their children to sleep in, they like to have eyes on them at all times, which, understandable. But in my own opinion, if they're blackout tents, why are you, how are you seeing in there? Isn't it dark as hell? The whole point of it is blacked out. So how are you accurately able to see what's going on in there? But okay, continue.
Make sure they're okay. See if they've fallen asleep or if they've woken up. We just love to have eyes on them. We're always concerned about them. And so that's why even when we would, tag team and take turns at family dinner, we would turn on FaceTime so we could also have eyes on them as their parents if we weren't the ones, attending them in that moment.
And we're so thankful to them, you guys, because we spent a lot of our time on this boat in our staterooms manning the baby monitors. And if it wasn't for Abby's extended family, we really would have not gotten a chance to really get out of the room. So thank you to them. Thank you to you guys for listening to what we had to say. It really means a lot to us. And we appreciate you listening to the very end.
One comment that I did see on their Reddit snark thread was that they never actually mentioned who was in the room with their children, just that somebody was in the room with their children, which I do agree with 100%. If you're trying to defend yourself and deny any claims that you left your children unattended, just tell us who was there. Was it your mom? Because like I said, in the stories that she had posted from that day, she did post a selfie with the entire group, her entire family that was there at that dinner. And I wish I had that picture because I would put it up here so that you guys can kind of see who was in attendance. Because if they had to leave to go put their kids to bed, I want to know who else left that dinner to go watch their children. Who else gave up their time on that ship to go watch their children. Now, this is all that's come out about this. I haven't heard anything else. They've gone back to regular posting, so no other talk has gone on about it. I do know that they are starting to copyright strike a lot of creators for talking about the story, so I will keep you guys posted on that. in the comments down below, I do want to hear your opinions on this, like what you guys think about the whole situation. Go ahead and sound off below. I am always down there talking to you guys. I love interacting with you guys. And as for now, I will talk to you guys later when we discuss more shit shows that are happening on the internet. Until then, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you. Do not forget to subscribe. Love you so much, and have a good night. Bye.